Morning, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
It feels like it's been a minute since we've done this.
It's the last month has been madness, so it feels like an eternity ago
I know,
that we did
right?
a recap video.
It's
Oh,
been such a bizarre month. A busy month on all levels,
yes,
um, but also very productive, I feel.
yes,
Very
definitely.
productive.
Yeah.
So, what can we say? What can we share that's been going on this month? So, we've had some new members join, which is exciting.
Yes, we've actually had quite
Um,
a few,
yeah.
and yeah, the community is growing, and yeah, that's very exciting. It's just great to see local authors standing together.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that now we're doing these pre-recorded interviews with our authors,
Yes.
which is such a great thing because it just gets them used to, for one, talking about their book in an interview way
Mm-hmm.
and getting to know them as humans. Because I've been quite astounded with some of the information that they've given, with like what their actual lives are outside of writing. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's such a good opportunity because with the community growing and becoming bigger, not everyone's as active on the groups that we have. So you get to know some people really well, but there's some of them that are just lurking, which is fine. But it is nice to get a peek behind the curtain with
Oh,
them.
indeed. I just think, wow. And how do you get the time to write?
Oh,
With all of what you do, how do you get that time? I couldn't do it. I know that for a
yes.
fact, you know.
No.
But kudos to them for, still living their dream while plugging life hard,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
definitely.
So yeah, I mean, so that's happening. And then we have search for some ambassadors.
Yes, we have been searching for some new ambassadors. The team that we have is
Yeah.
amazing, but we're finding that it's a lot for them to handle. And so
Yeah.
that's why we're expanding our horizons a little bit. And we've had some really great entries, like people that are phenomenal individuals within the Bookstagram and BookTok communities and just really have a heart for supporting indie authors. And so we're very excited to be bringing some new faces into that space.
Oh, indeed. And the fact that they loving South African indie authors as well is
Mhm.
just, it's like, okay, I see you,
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's exciting that we're getting some new energy as well within
Yes.
within the space. I think
Yeah.
it's coming with different ideas as well, which will be really cool. So that it will be announced at the end of the month. I think it closes the end of the month.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big. It'll be nice to see how the team grows and how the new people fit into it. And Lee's really done a really phenomenal job at managing the
Wow.
team, and she's a driving force. So she's got such an
That
amazing
woman,
energy,
yeah, that
and
woman
just
is like
never
on next
stops.
level. She's
Yes,
so creative,
yeah,
um, and so forward thinking as well. It's like
yeah,
she'll come up with stuff, and I'm like, okay, let's do it. It's like, yes, I trust you. Go with it.
yeah,
And it just brings the hype and the energy within the actual team as well.
yeah,
I think it's like it's what do they say? It's like lead the way you want your team to be.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like if you're gonna be boring and dull, that's gonna filter down,
yeah.
So and especially with ambassadors, you've got to
You
just
have
have
to,
that little bit more.
yeah, and think outside the box, and she does
She
that
definitely
amazingly.
does. Yeah. Which is I'm so grateful that, she crossed our paths when she did. It's
Yes,
just like, thank goodness for Lee.
yes.
Yeah. So, what else is happening in the land of SAIAA?
So in April, we had this very bright idea of starting the writing rooms,
We did.
which is the writing clubs. And so that officially launched on the 1st of May. So it sort of bled over into this space. But yeah, that all the planning went in April, and we got our chapter heads in place for 3 areas within the country so far. And even though we've had people joining from all over the country. So we will be expanding that hopefully very soon. But that's just been a great new way to connect with people who are not necessarily published authors or planning to become published authors anytime
Yeah.
soon, but who have a passion for writing. So I've really enjoyed that aspect, and we've had our first. We'd had to do our first writing prompt,
Yeah.
which came out with some really interesting stories, and that was Doppelganger.
Yeah.
So yeah, the writing rooms launching has been a very big part of what happened last month.
Yeah. The writing rooms for me was such a pivotal thing because, like yourself, we can't take part in any of the competitions or
Mm,
the themes that we do because we just can't. Um, and sometimes when you are so busy, you forget to actually just have a bit of fun with your writing because you're
yeah,
writing a book, you have a plot line, you have this. So being able to have the writing room is just kind of like my space to just be Angela. Just
yes,
have a prompt. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be polished. It is just raw, fun writing, and
exactly,
coming from a space of not thinking, well, I've got this deadline to meet and I've got this amount of words that I need to finish by this date. So for me, it is just like this release of why I started writing in the first place.
exactly, and
It's that healing and that calming space of just being me without
yes.
having to worry about the world, thinking about what I'm writing.
Exactly. It's just a space to breathe. And it's a
Indeed.
great space for other people to connect with writers. It's like, we've said this from the start. It's like book clubs for readers. This is the writing club. The writing rooms are for the writers. And it's just a
Yeah,
space where we hope that friendships will really blossom amongst writers, and where they can, you know, like steel sharpen steel, that they can help each other grow within the craft as well. And hopefully it will encourage some people to actually tackle that long story that's been niggling in the back of their minds, but they haven't had the courage to actually write it down.
exactly. I mean, we all start somewhere, right? And I
Yeah.
think it can be so daunting. I mean, for me, it's just a form of release.
Yes.
Just you, a computer or a pen and paper, whatever it may be that you do into a phone, talking, whatever's your jam. It's such a necessity for writers, I think, as in the space of it's not just published writers. It's
Mm.
people who like to journal, who like to mind map, who like to tell their grandkids stories, their kids' stories,
Yeah.
making up these stories within their lives that they might not ever share with anybody, but they're
Yeah.
now in a safe community that helps them understand that their words are worthy,
Yeah.
that their voice matters, and that what, maybe you don't want to publish now. Maybe you'll be like me, who wrote in secret for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then eventually publishes. That's a beautiful space to be in.
Yeah. No, for certain.
I'm
So
loving that we have it.
yeah, no, so am I. So do I. And yeah, it's just going to grow from strength to strength from here. So yeah, it's just, and I think it's also great that it's an online meetup. So it makes it so
Yes.
accessible to people to join. They don't have to drive anywhere. They don't have to be in a certain location or anything like that. It's just available. It's an hour or two a month that you dedicate to spending around the people around you. And the rest of the time, we've got the WhatsApp group and the Facebook group where we can share more in depth than in the
Exactly.
actual chat.
And I think as well, because it's online, then you don't have to worry about feeling embarrassed that actually might not be able to afford the petrol to go to said meetup or buy that coffee when you're at the meetup. Do you know what I mean? Because life is getting a bit expensive with everything that's going on. So if we can offer this space for free for you to kind of evolve within yourself,
Yeah, great.
it's amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what else have we got going on? I mean,
Mm.
it just seems to be layer after layer. Every month we're like, it can't get any better. And we're
Well, we
still going.
we have something very exciting to announce, actually.
Yes, we do.
Um, that's happening for next year, but we're planning it so that everyone can plan their lives around this one particular event.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's SAIA's birthday festival that will happen in either February or March next year. We're still ironing out the details,
Yeah.
but we are hoping to put together a really fun, dynamic, interesting event where readers and authors can come together in a space that really just dives into what we're all so passionate about.
Yeah. And also the small businesses that support
Mm,
the authors,
yes,
that merchandise that's been created, or that formatting, or that editing, or
yes,
all those things that come along with the story that you create. It's
yeah,
showing people that they all matter.
yes,
And I think that's what I love what we're trying to do, is to try and encompass everybody that is part of this journey of a book, you
yes,
know, and show also having those authors really see South African indie authors
yeah. And
because
yeah, and how exciting is the prospect not of being able to meet your favorite local author and have a
yeah,
conversation with them, or you know, we'll maybe have roundtable discussions for people to listen in on, to share in the journey that they've been on in writing that story. So I think it's amazing. And obviously from an author's point of view, to be able to connect with your readers, that's just an incredible feeling to be able to meet them face to face and meet the people that fell in love with the story that you created is a privilege. It really
and
is.
also to find new authors to fall in love with. I
Yes.
think there's also because I don't think people understand how much we have within our community
Yeah.
amongst all the genres. I mean, we have a plethora of works that
Yeah.
people obviously don't know about, and it's like we want to highlight all these indie authors because you know what? They're on par with the international that we're told about,
Yes.
or pushed about. Um, so yes, I'm so excited about this because I think it is just going to also change the way, um, if you want to call it a festival,
Mm.
how it is done. Because
Yes.
a lot of people they'll go to a space, a festival of sorts. They have to pay entrance fee, then they have to pay for this, and then pay
Mm.
for another thing, and then pay for another thing. I'm not being funny, but who's got that money nowadays?
Yeah.
Or they have multiple things going on at once, and you want to go to all three, but you can't because they're all across each other,
Yeah.
same time. So for us, we're trying to make this accessible
Mm.
for everybody, and let me tell you, it's not an easy thing to be doing to do, but this is what we're trying to do. And
Yeah.
I think as well, it will bring that excitement back to reading and to writing, and even for the authors to connect to each other that have been speaking online, and you
Yeah.
know, um, those friendships that have grown online. But you know, I think it's just going to be such a wonderful event, and
And it's something we hope to grow into a yearly thing.
yeah,
We want to create spaces where we can meet in person
yeah.
and form those deeper connections. So start of many new things to come.
There are. I mean, we have a lot of things, but as we said, we have to walk before we can crawl, before we can run.
Mm.
And, we're 4 months in, and look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insane.
No, it's
So
exciting.
proud of everybody that has taken up the baton and has supported in any way. I could never have dreamed this could be the result.
Yeah. It really
And
is a team effort, and it wouldn't be what it is today if it hasn't been for every single person that stepped up and contributed, because you and I alone would not have been able to bring it this
I
far.
know we would have crashed and burned within 2 months.
Yes.
Because it is just so much and it is overwhelming and it does take its toll on a lot of variations in our lives.
Yeah.
You know, like worrying about, okay, I've got to do this, but you just don't have the time to do it. And
Yeah.
this is why it's great to have a team with us who
Yeah.
no one is above anybody. We are all in this together, we are in sync.
Yeah.
And I think that's a difference. And I think because we want to treat people the way we are treated,
Mm.
um, goes a long way.
Yeah.
And we're all about mental health and getting this right. Because come on, we've had a tough time of late with for indie authors and authors in South Africa. It's not been the
Yeah.
easiest, and we keep on about that, but it's still making that impact today.
Yeah.
And still things are still being, you know, found out later on, and it's hard,
Yeah, it
and it's
is.
mentally draining, and it could be financially draining as
Yeah.
well. So if we can kind of give a bit of sunlight back to those darker days,
Yeah.
it's a
Definitely.
it's a win-win, right?
Definitely. Yeah, and I think that's really the thing that we need to focus on this coming month is just bringing the joy back to doing
Yeah.
what we do.
Oh,
So,
100%. And we are.
yeah.
We have some own little secrets going on. So
Yeah. Some exciting things on a personal level going on,
we do.
but we'll
We do.
share soon enough.
Yeah, soon enough.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, honestly, it's been a crazy few months. Seriously, guys, it's been beyond crazy, overwhelming sometimes. And considering I'm a mindfulness master practitioner, I've also had my bum days of
Yeah.
like, I'm beyond stressed. I'm like, I can't, you know what I mean?
Mm.
But when you sit back and look at everything that's gone on, sometimes you've got to have that because you know you're making a change. Change is not easy.
Yep. There's
Change
always
comes with
resistance.
turbulence.
Yeah.
So we're making the right changes. And I think that's all that matters is, standing with our morals and our boundaries and all of that in place. And that goes for every single indie author and author in this country. We,
Yes.
we have to stand together as one because it doesn't take one voice, it takes millions of voices to make change.
Yeah. It
And
does.
we can't be separated in that. So hopefully SAIAA is giving back as much as it's giving to us.
Yes. Yeah, that's the dream, right?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the
Worldwide dominance. I'm
Oh,
kidding. This is about South Africa. No, I am kidding. This is about South Africa. This is
yeah.
about making sure that our homegrown are looked after.
Yes. Absolutely. And that we change
Anyway,
the way the industry works, yeah, for the better.
yes, and 100%. Well, that's our wrap up for the month. It's been
Yes.
exciting. It's been challenging. It's been full of fun and laughter.
Yes. Couple of
And we're gonna,
tears, but mostly fun and laughter.
yeah, couple of years. Yeah. But all in all, worth it.
Yes.
And I'm on the best journey with the best people.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
forever grateful for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you to everybody for being involved here, to all of our
Indeed.
members and our governing body and the readers that support us. Thank you.
Have a good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be at this time watching this. Have a
Yes.
great day.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Bye.